chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laughing. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whips all move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. The traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal platoon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad. Want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trader flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend and get trapped again.
That's right, guys. You got to trade with the trend. Don't chase these coins. Don't do it. Here we go in a 3, 2, and a 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's boring, for me anyway. I just want to know, is it going up or down? That's all I want to know. Now, the system that I have is very basic, very basic. Some traders don't like it because it's too basic. However, it works. It works. So you don't need to complicate everything. Don't complicate it. We got the CCM raid going on right now. CCM raid coming in right now. I do greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. Hopefully my camera does not fall. It is literally balancing on my monitor. Still haven't got all that set up yet. But thank you guys for being here. Let me know who's here, guys. Let me know who's here. We have 100 Air in the house. We have Dave P in the house. Techman, I see you, Techman. CCM raid coming through. I love it. I love it. Wix Wi-Fi 89. So happy you guys are here. Now, if you have any questions in regards to trading, let me know. If you had questions when you were a beginner and now you know, ask me those too, because we may get beginners in here that may not know to ask those questions, and you're actually going to help them out tremendously. If you have coins you want me to do, let me know. Let's make this money, guys. Let's make this money. Let's see here. Coffee time. Coffee time. I haven't had coffee in a long time. I haven't had coffee in a month or two. I don't know. I've been looking at it. Maybe I will. I love drinking coffee when it's cold outside. I love drinking coffee. But I mean, I still drink coffee every once in a while too. Let's see here. Going on the list. BC Poor Corp says more sideways. Yes. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Buy, sell. Never mind. Bingo, bango. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Dylan, for being here. Thank you, Alexander G. Thank you for everybody being here. All right. Right now, we're looking at the crypto bubbles on the hourly time frame. And mix and match. Got some green, got some red. Nothing too exciting. And even the greens at 2%, 1%. Nothing too exciting. Does this mean Bitcoin's coming down? We're going to find out in just a moment. On the daily. Come on, crypto. Like, where's all the money going? Total 3 was moving up a few days ago. Where's all the money going? People getting in, people getting out. Like, this is not how we can make money on the longs. And on the shorts, I still haven't shorted yet. Well, I haven't posted a short in the group yet. Haven't done it yet. Your groups may be posting shorts, great. I'm looking for the bounce at any moment. Could you short and wait for that bounce? Yeah, sure could. But to me, that's just too much to be posting, in my opinion, right now. Just because, I mean, it can flip at any moment. So, but if we find one that looks good for a short, we'll trade it. We'll post it. We'll share it here. All right. Let's see here. Anything else on this? I don't think so. Fear and greed index. Let's check this out really quick before we get to Bitcoin. Right now on crypto 74, it's up 1 point. This was updated 16 hours ago. I think it'd be lower now based off of what's happening. But right now we're refreshing the page one more time just for good luck. And we are looking at 24-hour time frame. We came really close to this liquidity. $60 million sitting at 119. 60 million. Now, this is very important. What happened? We got this liquidity. We tapped, and this looks really bright. Everybody's starting to long right now. Why? Because all these liquidity traders, oh, this is a definite. It's going up here. Look how close it is. It's going to go here. Let me go 80x leverage. Holy smokes. We just got BC Poor Corp became a member and is now my favorite. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. So here, all these liquidity traders are like, oh, let me go long, 78x leverage, 90x leverage, 100x leverage, because this is almost a guarantee. However, it's so close. And then possibly even this is your next target. I don't trade this. I don't trade liquidity. Now, granted, I see liquidity and I see where the price might go. However, I don't have the bias of, oh, like it's gonna go here, or it has a very strong chance. They can do whatever it wants. As it's coming down, it's gonna be creating more liquidity towards the top. And then it may come down here, maybe tap this one, maybe go for this one, but maybe not touch it. Maybe the market makers start playing with us and almost touch it, and boom, comes up, gets this liquidity just to come down and get this liquidity. And then, holy smokes, wow. CCM just not only gifted us with the raid, but also the memberships. Now, if you have a YouTube membership, you get access to some of these videos that I put for my VIP group. Again, my goal is to make you money. As a member, you get access to some of these Bitcoin updates, some of the market updates. These are very important videos that could potentially save you from losing money and maybe even making you money. Not financial advice, of course. So definitely take advantage of your memberships that have just been gifted to you. These videos are very, very important. Of course, you know, the higher tier of membership you get for YouTube, the more information you get, just makes sense. But the goal is for you to go to the VIP group where you have access to me. And not saying that I'm a guru or I'm like the best. No, I'm not saying that. It's just you have access to me. So instead of what you're doing is you're leveraging your time. Instead of being in the charts all day, I'm doing that. And then I update the group with what I think might happen as far as the market, Bitcoin. I update the coins that we're currently in. I show you extra stuff as far as, you know, trading and all this extra stuff. These are things that happen in the moment. So it's not like I'm trying to hide anything from you. It's just, oh, I see this. Let me make a video about it. And then I let the people know. But that's in the VIP. But again, you have access to me. Do you need that to learn how to trade? Nope. Ask me questions here. Ask me questions here, and I'll show you how. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Let's see what we got. For the 12-hour, holy smokes, we got liquidity up to the top. 15, 30, 20, 20, 30. Lots of liquidity up to the top. Then we have lots of liquidity to the bottom. 15, 18, 30, 20, 10. Lots of liquidity. Where is it going to go? I don't know. But Joe, you have a group. You're trying to sell me a group. No. What I'm showing you right here is that nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, we saw it right here. It's so close to this. It didn't take it. Now, what we do is we trade level by level. So if it breaks this level, there's a really high chance that it's going to come down for these. If it breaks this level, it's a really high chance it'll come for these. Like, nobody knows what's going to happen, but what I know that is that if it breaks a level, and it just makes sense. I mean, just think about it. If we break a resistance, there's a pretty good chance we're going to continue going up. If not continue going up, at least go up for the moment. But this is why you also have to see the bigger picture as well. See what the trend is. The bigger trend is up, but right now we're going down. Okay, well, let's trade this small little trend that makes up the bigger trend. Again, you know, you have the daily candle. All this movement inside the daily candle is the lower time frames. And that's what, you know, we can trade. Let's say we trade the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour, it's going to be going up and down. That's going to make up that 24-hour candle. So that's what we do. But here, what we do is we just look for level by level. Let's see here. Let me catch up with the chat. So here, the 100 Air says, not new to trading, just new to profits. You're not new to profits. We've been profiting. You've been profiting. That's funny. Let's see here. Warpaint's in the house. Warpaint says new to trading. So I'm not saying if you're new to trading or if when they respond to 100 Air. Let's see here. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Let's go down the list really quick. Okay, thank you once again to CCM for the 5 gifted memberships. You're the best. You are the best. Okay, we got DP that received one. Wix Y589 received one. Al received one. Jesse, my man, received one. Exponential. So all these people, they watch regularly. So that's really, really good. I don't like it when somebody like random comes in and is like, oh man, they won it. But good for you guys. Okay. See here, going down the list. See here, BC Pork Corp says every day is a payday if you're good at trading. Well, for me, every day's not a payday. So sometimes I win, and you know what? Trader Geo, he actually said this. I gotta tell him that I stole it. But Trader Geo says he only wins. It's two things. You know, he either wins or he learns. And he said that. I was like, man, that's really good. You know, so for me, same thing. You know, there's days where I win, make money, and there's days where it's like, man, I have my rules. I was trying to front run it. It looked really good, and well, I lost. Now, granted, I'm not mad because I knew the risk, and I lost. But yeah, I do lose. I do lose. Let's see here. There you go. I love that song too. That's from Karate Kid, right? Let me know in the chat. Is that from Karate Kid? You're the best around. I love that song. I don't know the song. I just know that hook right there. Let's see here. 100 Air, thank you, my friend, for being here. We're gonna get to the charts in just a moment. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. I'm breaking out my paper. Breaking out my paper. Okay, there we go. Okay. If I cash out, I have to pay ATM. Broke life. Yeah. Yeah. Right now I'm dividing up my ramen into 4. Breakfast, lunch. Man, I want to get. I was planning on getting some lunch with my neighbor, but I started running late. There's a what kind of place is it? Thai place. Ooh, man. There's a Thai place. Thinking about having some lunch with him. He's a really smart dude. Dude is very, he's a hustler. He's a hustler. All right. Here. Steve missed the memberships. Well, hopefully somebody can bless us again with that. But hopefully somebody can bless us again. Here. See, BC Pork Corp says, can you explain how to balance leverage with time frames what you're trading on? Okay, can you explain how to balance leverage with time frames that you're trading on? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. So the question is leverage amount percentage wise, and I'm also going to include margin wise / time frame. Great question. Okay. Yes, it was from Karate Kid. Yeah. The first one was great. The one with the girl, I don't remember if I watched that one, but I was like, oh man, they're stretching it. And then the one with Will Smith's kid, I saw that one. That one too, they were kind of stretching it. I was like, man, just let it be. You know, it was what it was. But, so you rock, man. And you're my favorite, Steve, you're my favorite. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh, let's look at the total liquidations and see who's getting liquidated. What's the price doing? What's it going? So total liquidations, neck and neck. Okay, 4 hour shorts. So that means the price went up. 12 hour price went down. 24 hour price went down. So the price was down, but then it shot up, and then now it's kind of going neck and neck. So let's look at this. Ooh, thunder. Oh man, I should get into it again. So just as a recap, yesterday, we saw this dump on the live stream. I put a limit order, which I should have done at market, but I did a limit order here. I like doing limit orders because I like the price coming back down to it. And then I just missed it. It never came back. Then the price was here towards the end of the show. And then we updated it saying, well, I think it's going to go up, but then probably come down to about here. And then, let's see what happens. Price ended up going up a little bit higher than I thought, coming down to about the area where I thought, before eventually coming up, making a lower high. Then once it broke this and this, there's a pretty good chance we're coming for this. Joe, you're just saying that because you see what happened. No, I draw it out, guys. I draw it out. That way you can see that either one, I was spot on, kinda, or I was way off. So this is here saying it's going to go up, and it went up. Here saying it's going to come down, maybe bounce here, and then go up. And that's what it did. And now, granted, I don't know what's going to, man, can you imagine if I knew what was going to happen? Be rich. Super rich. This is the longer term play. So let's go and just kind of zoom out a little bit. This is the longer term play, saying that it's probably going to go up. Again, I don't know. But let's go back over here, just kind of see. I did enter here for a long. I let my group know. And then we moved up our stop loss. Our stop loss was down here. And then as it started coming up, we moved up our stop loss to where we're in profit. I was in CCM's chat, or live stream, so I wasn't able to follow this. But if I would start seeing this and it breaking this, I would have taken some profit and then moved up my stop loss to maybe like here. So profit, stopped out, boom, done, waiting for that bounce. But stopped out in slight profit, which is fine, better than a loss. Granted, let's go to the 4 hour. Kind of just zoom out. Let's zoom out a little bit. See here. Techman says, totally stretching it. Great intuition, 2025. Yeah. So I think you're referring to the ramen, cutting it in four spots. Breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. Let's go. Yeah, it's funny. I tell everybody, it's like, man, like right now, we're already in July. We should be loading up all of our gains, our 2, maybe even 3x minimum. If you did horrible, 2 to 3x, and now start putting it back into the market that we made from the first quarter. And nope. We're supposed to be picking out our Lambo colors, not our ramen flavor. All right. So this red box is pretty much our area of, well, this is, let me just show you. This is this right here. So this is our fixed range volume profile. What I like doing is I like doing a range, a zone. So we have this one from the beginning of this part right here. And then we have this one from here. And so I'm gonna click on the first one. My little handle comes out. I'm gonna click it all the way over. I'm gonna go to this one. The handle comes out. I'm gonna click it, drag it all the way over, and just confirm that I have both of them. Click, yes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this, and I'm going to adjust the points of control zone, which is this. Now before, this was the zone, and look how well it got respected and coming down. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tighten this up. So that looks good to me. I'm gonna make this one a little bit larger. That looks good to me. This is our value area high. And then our value area low has increased as well. So these are all zoned. Okay, I like it. Now I don't like the fact that it's not respecting this trend line. It has zero respect. This is like your stepdad. You're like, you're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. That's the type of respect this is having right now. None. We have the trend line from here to here. It came up, looking for a bounce. It did not bounce, went underneath it. It was getting rejected. Then it broke above. Again, no support. No support bounce here or here. Came down, broke through it again. I don't even think I should have this trend line here. It's not, there's zero respect for it. Zero. See here. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do. That's funny. You're not my dad. But yeah. Yeah, no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. Hopefully y'all know that. No respect. But yeah, I mean, no, look at that. It's just crap. Joe, your trend line's crap. Oh, really? Say it to my face. No, but like this is a crap one. And even if we do bang a tool, candle body to candle body, it's still crap. So let's delete that. We don't need it. Tech man. Let's see here. Yep. Bring that face over here. Quick story time. So with my ex, she had kids, And the oldest one, he was like 16. Man, he was a big old monster. He's like 6'2", 320 pounds. Dude was a freaking monster at 16. Like, I had to look up to him like this. Like, you can't be authoritative looking up. Anyway, he gets mad with his mom. He slams the door. I go to his room. I open the door, and he just like looks at me like, you know, knock at least. And I said, don't you ever slam my door. He goes, that's not your door, that's my room. I said, oh man, you're confused. I said, that's my door. You're sitting on my bed. You're in my room. You're wearing my clothes. I said, I said, what did I say? You're lucky I'm allowing you to breathe my air. And he's like, oh snap. So yeah, you guys sound straight, guys. I don't have any kids, so I'm an expert. Give you a heads up. I'm an expert. All right, moving on. But yeah. So, but she would never discipline him. She just let him do whatever, which is not good. But then when they get older, well, they don't respect you. Here we go, moving on. But again, I'm an expert. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's on mine unless you borrow it. Yeah. Same thing with the phones too. This is my phone. The hell? What do you mean it's your phone? I paid for it. I'm paying for the service. I was like, it's your, oh my gosh. And that was something else, getting the phone from that 16-year-old. Good Lord. And of course his brothers and sisters see that action, so they do the, man, it was an uphill battle for me, good Lord. But yeah, I let you borrow it. Yep, that's great. All right, moving on. So yes, I'm an expert. What do I see? I see lower highs, of course. Now we're gonna get to that question. If you have any coins or other questions, please let me know. We will get to those in just a moment. But of course we have our high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high possible. Right here is our decision point, and that's pretty much what's being displayed here. You know, this going up or down. This is literally the decision point. Right now we're currently going up, but kind of rolling over. But then there's hope. Just playing, coming down. What do you think is going to happen? Well, we have some bearish divergence that's currently playing out. I really don't want it to break the 0.5 level. I really wish we didn't have this pump right here. I like seeing little candles up, down, up, down, up, break the level, great, up, down, slowly do it. Don't give me a pump just to dump. Don't give me a pump just to dump. We do have buying pressure. For me, I'm still, even though we have lower highs, I'm still thinking that we're going to break these levels. But I'm still thinking that this A might play out. And I'm going to still say go up. Now, I do want to point out one thing. Price was here. And I'm thinking we're going to go up to about here. And we did come up to about almost, you know, it doesn't have to be to the dollar, but this is a general area. To come down, making a higher low, coming down, went a little bit lower, which is fine. I was hoping it wouldn't go this low, but it did. It's fine. To come up, to come down, to come up, to come down. Now, what I want to see, I want to see this higher low. So if this breaks this, in my opinion, there's a really strong chance. Let me draw it out. I like drawing it out. That way it is not just me saying something and then next day we come back to it. It's like, I didn't say that. If we break this level right here, then there's a really good chance we can come down here I don't know about this bounce. Maybe now it respects it and then it comes down. Maybe. But here I really wanted to bounce. Like it actually went further than I want. I wanted to bounce right here. Here's where I wanted to bounce. This is past the 786 on this little extension leg. If you were to do the fib retracement using the magnet tool, going from the absolute low to the high. Oh, I don't have the 786 on here. Where's the 786? Give me the 786. Think about right there. Boom. I don't like how it passed the 786. So here's the 618. 786 passed it. I don't like that part. I don't like that it's under the 618 period. Let's just put it this way. I don't like that it passed this. This right here is what I'm looking for. At least, 50%, maybe 60%. So golden pocket area before coming up. This, I don't. So I would like that bounce. Who's here, guys? Who's here? Put a 1 in the chat. Who is here? Put a 1 in the chat. I would like to know who's here. 1 hour time frame. Oh, and this is what I was thinking earlier when I updated my group to move up the stop loss. I thought we were going to come down a little bit more. Again, look, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This right here to pull back a little bit more into this general area before going up. What I'm explaining right now is literally what I put for my group earlier when we moved our stop loss in profit. This is literally what I'm explaining. Due to the fact that breaking this, it needs to bounce. If we don't get a bounce here, we break below this. So right now, for the short term, I don't know which way it's going to go. Here, I had a pretty good idea. Here, it's literally 50-50. It could go up, could go down. I don't like doing that. I like giving you at least, this is my plan A, plan B. But Joe, you already gave us one of the plan A. Yeah, this was yesterday. Now we have more data. And as the data comes in, depends on what, I think eventually, as long as we're above this value area low, eventually, potentially we could continue this thought process on the A. But, if we lose this area, then, well, we're starting to do the B. So unless we cross this zone, we're good. 117, 116.9, I guess. So then $100, not crazy zone. But right now, I don't know. Whenever I see a pump like this and a dump like this, it makes me leery because what could potentially happen, maybe we get another pump only to make a lower high and then start coming down. So right now, I'd be careful. I'd be really careful. Because now what I need to see happen is I need to see this happen. In order for me to enter along, could you enter along? Sure, why not? Play the odds, whatever. But for me, I would need to see this. And then it break this level. And then now I could enter this. Because more than likely now we're starting to do this number again. But for right now, I can't give a direction. Now, of course, I do have a troller, and that troller is gonna say, "Oh, you don't even know what you're doing, and you can't." Man, get out of here! Get out of here! Let's see, he got lots of ones in the chat. All right, so here, yep, very true. All right, so let us look at what's this one? Ooh. Look at this one, guys. So this one we did on YouTube, I believe it was yesterday. Price was here. And from here, I'm thinking we're going to go up. And I'm thinking we're going to go up. You know, people who were requesting this saying that it was going to probably go down for at least an hour. And it did. You know, we'll say that. Sure, went down. Here, I'm thinking we're going to go up to about here. And then come down. And this is going to be our decision point. Price ended coming up just a little bit more to the 382. Coming down, breaking the 0.5, continuing down, broke below this. And because it broke below this, well, then there's a really good chance that we may come down to maybe this part. So this was, you know, initially coming up and then potentially bouncing. Oh man, they're dumping it. Okay, so if we would have entered a short, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If we would have seen this, it broke this level, we want to enter a short, targeting about here, and right now it would have been. This one very low market cap. You can see it by the buys and sells, boop, boop, just jumping up. But that's what we do. All right, so let's look at BNB and answer the question that was presented. BNB USDT. Let's go to crypto and let's go to a Blowfin. If you don't have a Blowfin account, no KYC, US friendly, and link is in the description. Okay, so here we're looking at this. The question is in reference to leverage. Now, I will say this, leverage is a very tricky game. If you don't know how to trade, do not trade leverage. But Joe, I lose a lot when I trade. You know, I'm not really good. Well, guess what? You're going to amplify that 2x, 10x, 50x, losing because you don't know how to trade. Now, if you're a successful trader and you have your risk management in place, you have your thought process, your plan, that's the biggest part. If you have your plan on, you know, your entries, your exits, you're either going to add to your entries or maybe, have a trailing stop loss to where you're manually moving up your stop loss. Like, all this comes into play when you're trading. Now, if you don't know how to trade and you're trading leverage, you're gonna lose. Could you get lucky? Sure. But you are literally increasing your odds of losing by whatever leverage you put. Oh man, I could do 100x. Well, guess what? You just lost really quick. Guess what? All right. So that's the first thing. Like, you have to know how to trade. Now, the second thing is in reference to how much leverage. That's a great question. How much leverage? Well, let us do it like this. Let's kind of do a classroom setting. Probably should have done this. But let's do a classroom setting. Let's move this all the way over. So, okay. All right. So let's say we have, and this is why to me it's very important to understand market cap. So for the market cap, let's say it's a 2.4 million market cap. This means it can move fast up or down versus a market cap of a 2.4 billion. Well, this can still move up or down, fairly quick. However, not as fast. In general, either up or down. Could it go 15, 20% in a day? Sure. Could it go 30% in a day? Sure. It just depends on the amount of people who are trading this coin. That's what we call volume. Now, if this low market cap coin has volume, and only if it has volume, people buying and selling, then it can move very fast up or down. Now, if there's no volume, which is people buying or selling this, it could be a perfect scenario, bullish divergence, bullish pattern, bullish bounce off of the 200 SMA. Everything looks great. But if nobody's trading it, then it's not going to move. So now getting to the leverage portion. So here we go. Let's say for this larger market cap coin, you could potentially do a 10x if there's not a lot of volatility. If it's not moving like this, then you can do a 10x. However, if it is moving like this, maybe just to protect yourself, maybe you want to do a 2x. And the reason for that is because, sure, it reset and it looks like it's going up, and it, met a fair value gap or an order block or your 200 SMA or whatever stuff that you're trading on. Let's just say that this is your perfect entry. Like, you have 5 things that agree with each other. This is your perfect entry, and you're doing a 10x. But because it's so volatile at the moment, for whatever reason, then it could come down really fast, stop you out. Now, this same 10x that we're trading, if you were to do on a lower market cap coin, because this can move extremely fast, and we're talking like this move right here, this could have been a 4% move. However, with this market cap of 2.4 million, this same move could be a 25% move. The exact same move that just happened on a larger market cap coin could be. So if you are trading a 10x on a very low market cap coin, it's extremely dangerous. I mean, you can make some money, but you can also lose some money really fast. Your stop loss can get hit like super, super quick. Let's see here. Now, in my opinion, depending on how long you want to stay in the trade, and that's another thing, the time frame. Are you looking at, is this chart right here a daily chart or a 3-minute chart? How quick do you expect to be in the trade? Now, if you expect to be in the trade for a couple hours, maybe a day, this 4% move that happened in a day, or whatever time frame we're talking about, if you want to increase your profitability with reducing the amount of time you're in it, well, then you go higher leverage. Understanding the risk, though, that's really important. And I teach that a lot. It's the risk. So if you're, you know what, I'm gonna be in this trade, hopefully, for example, Bitcoin, I trade it with very high leverage because I plan to be in and out within a few minutes, versus if I'm gonna play Bitcoin and I'm gonna hold it for a week. But if that's the case, I'll use lower leverage because that way it gives it time to move up and down. I can add to my entries on the pullbacks. Same thing for here. If you're having a larger time frame for this smaller market cap coin, you could do a 2x and then just let it ride for maybe a month or two. Now, granted, you have to also include the fees that are incurring with the with your trade. The higher the leverage, the more fees, because the higher the leverage, the more money you're borrowing. So that's also very important as well. But when it comes to market caps, you have to, when it comes to leverage, you have to take into account the market cap. Not only that, but is there activity? Is there movement? Are the people buying and selling? If there's not, maybe you might need to do a 10x on this low market cap coin, but only use very little money though, because that it could dump and liquidate you or get you stopped out. Or maybe, just put a 2x or a 3x. There are some coins where they're very low market cap coin and you'll do like a 5x on it, and it's literally like trading a 50x leverage on a higher market coin just because it moves so much. Give you a heads up. Let's see here. CCM, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Techman says there is someone for everyone. Just keep your hopes high and your standards low. There you go. There you go. Yes, indeed. See here, going down the list. Worst pickup. What was that saying? Worst pickup line ever. I want to add to your entry. Oh my gosh. Good one. I like it. I like it. See here, going down the list. Going down the list. Oh, story time. I'm pretty much finished with this. We talked about time frame. We talked about the amount of money, to put in. When you're using higher leverage, you can use less money. So that's good. For the lower leverage, you want to use more money. But the main thing out of all this is your stop loss. Again, risk management. If you're risking 1% of your portfolio and you have a $100 account, that means you're only risking $1 per trade. That doesn't mean you're only trading with $1. That means you're only risking $1. So regardless of your leverage, regardless of your margin, the amount of money you're actually trading with, regardless of everything, the only thing that is super important is the amount of money you're willing to lose on this trade. For this example, 1% of our total portfolio is $1. So let's say I entered here and my stop loss is down here, but I'm going to do 2 entries. So this first stop loss is 50 cents. Granted, this is not sexy, guys. This means I'm only trading with, depending on how much leverage I have, $2, $5. Not sexy. Not sexy one bit. Now I'm going to go over something in just a moment. And let's say the price is this number and it breaks this level, and we're waiting for it to come back down. And it comes down, it breaks this level, we add here. So we have our new stop loss, let's say here. Now here, I'm doing a stop loss 50 cents. So my total that I can lose is $1. 50 cents here, 50 cents here, or maybe I can even move this one up. So now this is reduced to, let's say, 30 cents. So now I can actually increase this one to 70 cents for my stop loss. And again, this is just showing that different ways of entering trades. Now, the most important part is the amount you're willing to lose. Very, very important. Now, when the market gets better and it's easier to trade and we have more of a direction instead of chop, then instead of doing 1% of your portfolio, now we could possibly do 2%. Or even 3%, or even maybe 4%, or 5%, depending on the market conditions. However, in my opinion, I personally do not recommend trading 5% at this current market, because this current market, well, you can see it, it plays out for a few hours, maybe a day or two, and then it flips. So be very careful. All right, let me see here. I was going to talk about something. Oh, in reference to different types. It's so funny. On YouTube Shorts, there's a gorilla. It's AI generated. I'm sure y'all seen it. YouTube Shorts, and he goes up to he's interviewing people on the streets. And he goes up to a big old fat girl, right? Big old, a biggie, right? Big old fat girl. And he goes, "What's your type?" And she goes, "Well, now granted, she's like 5'5", 340 pounds. Just big girl." And he goes, "What's your type?" The gorilla goes, "What's your type?" And the girl goes, "Well, he has to be 6'2". He has to have 6 figures. He needs to be athletic and, just delusion. Like, man, are you serious? This chick? Oh my gosh. And then the gorilla goes, no. I mean, what's your type? Type 1 or type 2 diabetes? And it's like, oh, smoke. And then there's a few of them where like there's a panel and all these girls are 1s and 2s, maybe. And the gorilla goes, what's your type? And then same thing. What are you looking for? He's got to be 6 feet. He's got to be slender. And it's like, oh my gosh. Like, please tell me these females are not this delusional. And of course, those were skits, but there was an actual dude who was on the streets, and a girl, again, the girl with her girlfriend, they're biggies, you know, big girls, really big girls. And the guy goes, so what do you, and dude's a, you know, slender, light build, black guy, you know, younger kind of guy. And he's going up to this girl who's maybe the same age, I don't know, but 3-4 times, maybe even 5 times his body weight. And Steve goes, Joe, I love your stories. But like 3 to 4 times his body weight. And he tells her, he goes, so what do you look for in a man? Bursting out of her freaking mouth. Well, he's got to be a bro guy, or whatever she calls him. He's got to go to the gym. He's got to have, you know, take care of himself. And I'm thinking, there's no way she is saying this. That's like me telling you how to diet. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And I'm like, there is no way. Anyway, I just found that funny. I am hungry though. I'm type 1 diabetes. I'm really lucky. My mom, all of my family, really, like my aunts and uncles were all diabetic. I'm not. Very lucky. My sugar is low. I haven't had blood work done in a long time though. I need to get blood work done. But no, I'm good. You would think, you know, due to my weight and everything. Well, yeah, I mean, there are skinny people that have diabetes too, 1 or 2. But there would be times when I'd be at work and my sugar would be, now if I go under 100, I start feeling it. If I go under like 95, 92, like I start getting woozy. And under 90, I start sweating. And it's like, oh man, like I'm not like, oh, like I want to throw up. And like, so for me, it's so weird because I'm a big dude. Like I would sometimes need to get sugar in me. And there'll be times I'm starting my shift or whatever. And it's like, oh man, I sit down at the nurse's station and the CNAs, they're like, Joe, you all right? I was like, oh man. I pull out my wallet. I said, do me a favor, give me a Snickers, and a Big Red. And because with the Snickers, it has nuts, so the nuts will sustain it. You're not just gonna have that up and then down. So the nuts are good. So like, give me a Snickers and of course the sugar from the Big Red. And so I drank that. I took like 15-minute little, you know, sit down. I was like, all right. And that would happen every once in a while. And I checked my sugar too. I was like, man, I bet you it's like 88. And boom, I check it. Sure enough, spot on, 88. Bingo bango. Bingo bango. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Techman. Yeah, and it's so funny too. Because I watch I'll have that going in the background sometimes just to get out of I'm still in the charts, but just to get out of the whole crypto, because you need to take a break, even though I'm in the charts. But instead of listening to stuff about crypto, I just have that stuff playing, and the next video plays or whatever. But there was one where it's like, man, what did she say? She was just talking about, well, the dude asked, does height matter in a guy? And the females, all of them, yes, he's got to be 6'1" or what. Man, I feel so sorry for the short guys. Man, I feel so sorry for them. And like, man, I would rather be fat than short. I would. Because if I put my mind to it, I could lose weight. But if you're short, you can't put your mind to it. And I mean, they're going to see your shoes, their platforms. Anyway, they're like, yeah, you know, height matters. And it's like, all right, well, you know, here's a scale, weigh yourself. Or here's a measuring tape, let me measure your waist. Ooh, man, they got offended. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking about that because the algorithm. Let's see here. Got him. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much the show, guys. I didn't have any coins to go over. No requests, nothing like that. But right now, it needs to bounce. Like if anything right here, it needs to bounce. For me personally, I'm not going to enter right now. I like having better, like this was good. Here was good. But here, it could come up and then whoop, roll over. So, but I do thank you guys very much. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can save them for tomorrow. But have we gone even an hour? Oh yeah, we did. We've gone an hour. But I really like talking to you guys. You guys are the best. Now, I'm debating. No, I should be good. I got stuff I can make. Let's see, WSW on my channel in 1 hour. Hope to see you there. Oh, you're doing a live stream? I don't know what WSW means. All right, BC. Put your channel in here. Put your channel in here. I'm sure we know it, but put your channel in here if you could. That way, we can click on it and then just be ready. Be ready. May go live around 6. Okay, Techman. We will be looking out for you as well. One more story. I don't know a story to tell y'all. Okay, I will tell you a story. It's kind of gruesome. It's kind of gruesome. Wall Street Weekly. Oh, awesome, man. So I will tell you a story. Let's see, I told y'all a ghost story. Let me tell you a very horrific story. Everybody gather around the campfire. All right. So I was working the graveyard shift, and my CNA comes out of her room horrified, and she's like, Joe, you gotta come over here, Joe. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened? I'm thinking somebody fell. She goes, there's so much blood. I'm thinking, oh crap, man, somebody fell, busted their head. This part right here, your forehead, man, it can bleed. So I'm like, oh crap, man, I got, somebody fell, let's see what happens. I go over there and I look, and the dude's in his bed. And I go and I look and I look in the restroom, because that's the very first room we go look in the restroom. Blood everywhere. It was like a murder scene. Ah, Joe, you're funny. It was like a murder scene. Blood on the toilet, blood on the walls, blood on this wall, blood on the sink, blood on the floor. It literally looked like you were, gutting a deer or something. Blood behind the commode. The only reason, I'll tell you that in a little bit. But I go and I look, and there's blood trailing to the dude's bed. And I go to the dude's bed. Well, what he ended up doing is he pulled out his catheter. If y'all don't know what that is, I'm sure y'all do. That is the little balloon that goes up your pee hole to relieve your bladder. He pulled it out. And let's just say it was pretty gruesome. It was pretty gruesome. So, of course, I had to make an incident report, the whole 9, took care of him, make sure he was good. Then I go to clean. So now we need to clean. And we're not going to leave all that blood. It literally, man, soaked everywhere. And my CNA, for whatever reason, she was just like, she couldn't, I can't do it, Joe, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, right. So then I go, don't worry. And I'm not going to leave it there for the morning shift crew, the cleaning crew, to come in, and now it's all dry and, you know, just more difficult. So I said, don't worry, I got it. So I go and I put baggies on my shoes so the blood doesn't get on there. And I go in there and I just start spraying down with our stuff that we have for blood. And I go and I'm cleaning all the walls, I'm cleaning the floor. The dude had it on the commode, you know, like the commode, and then like around it, like he was hugging the toilet. I don't know, behind the commode where the tank is at, or would have been. I'm like, how did you get blood here? You know, that was my whole thing. It was bad. It took me like an hour and a half to clean that restroom. It was bad. However, the morning crew, the cleaning crew, man, they thanked me so much for cleaning it. But yeah, so that's my story. Oh my gosh, Pac-Man, you nasty. You nasty. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Let's see here. BC says, I left to get a package and come back to hear blood on the toilet. That's story time, man. They wanted a story, so I gave a story. But that's pretty much it. No more stories for today. I do thank you guys very much. I'm glad y'all like my stories. And we'll see you tomorrow. So let's jam out. Oh, is anybody streaming right now? If anybody is, let me know in the chat and then we'll stream to them. But let's jam out to the Chop song. I really like this song. Let's jam out to that. And I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next video. Again, remember, do not feel like you have to be in a trade all the time. Let the trades come to you. Set your alerts. Manage your risk. Please manage your risk. That's one of the biggest things that I do in my group. I'm like that voice in your ear. You don't have to be in a trade. Don't be in a trade. Risk 1% of your portfolio. It's not sexy right now, but we're just, we're trading, we're making some money, we're winning, we're losing. But, the main thing is when the market gets like really good, and it's been, we've had really good times, that's when you want to go in a little bit more. But I do think, guys, we'll see you on the next one. My name is Joe, also known as Train Tuition. And as always, let's make this money. Take care.
Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laugh. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whips all move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers.
Man, I love this song. Got a good beat, and the message is clear. It's chop game. Chop is weapon. It kills dreams. Don't be chasing them breakouts, and you just got to manage your risk. That's what it comes down to. As far as what was the JP report today, I have no idea. BC Port Corp may know. He's really big into stocks and crypto and really smart guy. So we're going to be going over there. I believe it's going to be in an hour. So I do thank you guys very much, and we will see you on the next one. All right, guys, take care.